Hey, what is up, guys? We are here with the Ibuki character breakdown. If you haven't seen the character breakdown videos before, we talk about a character's notable normals, special moves, V-skill, V-trigger, as well as a basic game plan. Let's talk a little bit about Ibuki. Super mobile, mix-up character. She has some really cool offensive options. It's not as straightforward as a lot of characters, so you have to put in some work, but it's a lot of fun once you get there. Let's talk about mobility. Her back walk speed is pretty good. Forward walk speed, super fast. She gets around the screen really well with her walk speed. Jump is a bit floaty. One of the great things about Ibuki, though, besides her dashes and walk speed and jump, is that she has a command dash on the ground, which you can use to go through your opponent or stay in the same side, which is great for moving around the screen and setting up mix-ups off of different juggles and stuff like that. She also has her air float, which you can do by just jumping and hitting forward plus 3 kicks. Just do that, yeah. Just float in the air. It's pretty neat. You can also throw a kunai out of it. You can see the same thing with all of her jumps. You can throw a kunai. Even the command dash, you can throw a kunai out of it. So that is one, some of her mobility tools, some of the better mobility in the game. So she gets around the screen really easily, and she can kind of be where she wants to be. Now let's talk about some of her normals. Crouching medium punch. This is one of your go-tos. It has pretty decent range on it, and with this walk speed, it's so easy to get in and out of range and snipe with it. You can cancel it into kunai or EX kunai if you want to get a combo. Standing medium punch is one of your main combo tools. You can combo it into stand light kick and then get a knockdown from it just like that. You're going to be using this button often. That is one of your go-tos. It's the one you're going to be hitting when you knock someone down. It also has a target combo off of it into forward medium kick. And you'll notice that that is not a combo, right? These two things don't combo into each other. But if that overhead lands, you can combo off of it, right? So you can get something like that. And that overhead is forward medium kick by itself. You can do it without the target combo, and you can combo jab off of it. So that's one thing that you're going to be doing pretty often is mixing people up with this overhead. They try to tech, or they just stay ducking and they'll get hit. So that's one of the moves you're going to do pretty often with Ibuki. She also has crouching medium kick. It's an okay range, low. Doesn't lead to anything, but it's a good little check. Slide, which is down forward medium kick. Good for going on a projectiles. Another low attack you'll be using. Standing heavy punch. It has surprisingly far range. You can special cancel it. So, you can do whatever you want with it. It's one of your combo moves. Same with crouching heavy punch. Similarly, combo attack. You can use that to just cancel into whatever when you want some damage. Standing heavy kick and crouching heavy kick are also pretty good buttons. Standing heavy kick will be your main crush counter, and you can also use it as a far anti-air sometimes. And crouching heavy kicks are sweep. It has pretty decent range. It's also in that target combo, so stand medium kick has a target combo out of it. If you do crouching heavy kick, that's the second hit of the target combo. If you do another heavy kick, there's the third hit, and you can actually get some cool mix-ups off of it. So you can command dash after and get some mix-ups. So that's one of the main target combos you'll be using as Ibuki. That is standing medium kick, crouching heavy kick, standing heavy kick. She has a few important target combos. One of the main ones is light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, 3 hits. Unsafe on block, but you can special cancel it. So you can do like kunai or uppercut or whatever you want to do, right? That's a great target combo that you'll see pretty often as this character. Another great button to hit a neutral, forward heavy kick. It has good range. It'll hop over lows. And yeah, it just goes a little bit farther than a lot of her other normals because they don't really reach that far. Speaking of that button, it is also one of her crush counters, and you can juggle off of it. It puts them in the air, so you have to go for juggle moves. Her standing heavy kick, also a crush counter, so you can do stuff like standing heavy kicks, and then heavy punch, and then continue a combo after, right? So that's one of the main things you'll be using as her punish for uppercuts. You'll do this kind of thing, and go for a combo after. So those are her 2 main crush counters. She also has sweep, and you can do, your favorite mix-ups off of that as well, since she has some cool ways to go left, right, and do funky things. So that's it for her crush counters. Let's talk a little bit about her special moves. Her main one that I've been using over and over so far is kunai, and there's a lot of ways to use this. It's quarter circle forward punch, light punch, throws it by her, medium a little farther, heavy full screen, and she has the same kind of properties on her EX. So EX, you can throw it close or far or farther. And you can also do that in the air as well. So her air, you can throw EX kunai or regular kunai. So it can be done in the air. And the final way you're going to use it is if you hold down a punch button and then release, she throws all the kunais. And you'll throw those in different arcs. So that was light punch. This is heavy punch. You can see it's an upward spray. And medium punch is kind of in the downward. So yeah, it looks just like that. It's another way to catch your opponent. So Those are the main ways you throw the kunai. You can also reload the kunai by doing half circle back kick. You can see if you just do it once, you'll grab one kunai. If you spend all your kunais, you have to hold it down for a while, and then she'll have them all back. So it's a resource you have to manage. And it's one of those things where you'll get a knockdown, or maybe you'll be full screen, and you're like, okay, now it's time for me to reload some of my kunai. So you can throw one, reload, right? It's a good way to check your opponent. Besides that, other special moves, we talked about her command dash already. It's quarter circle forward kick. Medium one goes a bit farther, and it'll cross through it a lot of times. Light kick in the front, it's just like that, a bit shorter. And heavy kick is this floaty jump that you see. You can use that in some pretty funky setups as well. Her Kazakiri is her uppercut. It's just, you know, an uppercut input. So TP plus kick, light, medium, heavy. It's more hits. EX, which you can follow up with kunai after. If you want to spend another bar. That's one of the main things you'll use. The EX version has invincibility, so you use it as a get off me tool a lot of times when people are trying to pressure you. Besides that, other special move, Raida. This is her main combo move. Looks like this little gut punch she does. Now, the light punch version does the least damage, but leaves you close. So if your opponent quick rises after, I'll just set the CPU to quick rise. If your opponent quick rises after, you can dash up and pressure them, right? You can hit, you know, stand medium punch and catch them hitting buttons or whatever. If you do medium, it does a little bit more damage and sends them a little farther. If you do heavy Raida, it sends them the furthest. One thing to keep in mind is that none of that matters when you're in the corner. So if you're in the corner, I can do the heavy, and I'm still right here. I'm still in his face, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind about Ibuki as you play. That is Raida, EX version. It's just like that, sends them pretty far, does a good chunk of damage. And that's pretty much it for her special moves. Those are the main ones that you'll be using. Her V skill is very similar to Karen. If you just tap it, it's this little strike she does. If you hold it up, she swings. So this is right here. Level 1 V skill will whiff, but if you charge it up, you'll get the hit. It's super far range, as you can see. It goes really, really, really far, and you'll use it on a lot of on setups and stuff. So like if you throw someone and you think they're gonna hit a button, you can use that to kind of like swing away, and then they'll try to hit a button, right? That's one thing you can use. You can also use it in some cool juggles if you want to do something in the B skill. Oh, whoops. I goofed that all up. Yeah, you can use it in juggles and stuff in a lot of situations, and you cancel it into another bomb, and you can go for mix-ups and stuff like that. So you use it there. It's also great because you just want to build V-Trigger, right? This character has a 3-bar V-Trigger, so any chance to use your V-Skill and build V-Gauge is a really good idea. Let's take a look at her V-Skill. It's got a weird property to it that a lot of other V-Skills don't, which we'll get into in a second. It's just done by hitting forward and 3 punch. Just a little teleport. You can see she has the log come out. It's pretty cool. It's a substitution. But there's another weird property to it where if your opponent throws a projectile or something right in my V-Skill, I'll teleport to my opponent even from full screen. So even though I V-Skill from over, or V-Reversal from over there, I'll appear in front of my opponent. It doesn't hit them, but it'll just appear there. It's very weird. Nobody else's V-Skill or V-Reversal does that, so super odd. And the final thing we got to talk about, the V-Trigger. This is basically the main reason most people play Ibuki. It's the bomb. So as you cancel into V-Trigger, you will throw a bomb. If I just tap it, that bomb explodes pretty quick, right? And you can see in the bottom left, my V-Gauge is ticking. And that will run out as soon as I throw another bomb, or if the timer runs out. So this is neutral bomb. If I just tap bomb by itself, it explodes. And you can see the explosion's pretty quick. If I hold back when I hit bomb, the timer's a bit longer. So it's going to take a little longer for this to tick away and explode. If I hit forward plus trigger, then it's way longer. Super long fuse on this. It takes forever to explode. So this allows you to come up with some pretty creative setups. You saw in the corner I did a little juggle off of it. There's tons of cool mid-screen versions, and this character just has tons of crazy mix-ups. Tons of really, really awesome things that you can do when you knock down your opponent, and it's just super, super creative. If you're a person who likes to come up with awesome, cool setups, and you like to spend time in training mode and figure out cool things to do in matches, or if you just want to copy what other Ibuki players are doing and do these super cool, awesome setups that basically just kill your opponent as soon as you touch them, this is the perfect character for you. She's very much a mix-up, rushdown character. She is super fun, super mobile, and really awesome. And that'll do it for the Ibuki character breakdown. The last one for Season 1 of Street Fighter V will be Urien. That'll be coming up when he's released later this month. And I'll see you guys then.